Hey guys, it's DarkM here, and this is the first part in what's going to be a multi-part in the lab video. This is going to be focusing on Team Combofiend, which is the team that I like to use. It's She-Hulk, Taskmaster, Spencer, and I'm going to look at each character one at a time, and along the way, as I discuss combos and stuff like that, we'll go into things that you can do with assists and how they synergize and stuff like that. So yeah, She-Hulk first. And the assists, if you don't know, are Torpedo for She-Hulk, the 8-shot for Task, and the Slant Shot for Spencer. And let's see, let's go with Nova. And I want to show a small character, and I need to pick Rocket Raccoon just to make a certain point later on. But yeah. Let's go. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is go through some housekeeping with She-Hulk. Just some general things that I want to get out of the way. Just to clarify. Okay, so let's make him stand. Now, one of the things that is very important to comboing efficiently with She-Hulk is learning how to do the old vanilla Spencer relaunch. And what I mean by Spencer relaunch is where you take them up, take them down, you OTG them, and then you call Spencer, crack them with the clothesline, and then you proceed to continue the combo. And the timing for this is a little bit different than it was in vanilla, because you can no longer call assists while you're running. And so the way you do it now is as you're buffering to go into the running stance, on the first down, you call Spencer at the same time. So you'll be pressing down on the direction or on the stick, depending, and the Spencer assist at the same time. So you have the perfect timing to relaunch them. Some things that will help you learn this is you want to make sure that when you air combo them, that you delay your hits as much as possible. One of the changes that She-Hulk had in this game is that she does fall faster. And this is beneficial to her because it allows her to hit the ground faster, get better frame advantage. So if you do it really fast like that, you're kind of pressed for time on the relaunch, but you could really take your time. And yeah, you can get some great frame advantage. Another thing to keep in mind is you don't want to be mashing Spencer too early, because sometimes what happens is if you press it too fast, you'll try to call Spencer before you even land yet. So you'll notice that he didn't come out right there because I pressed it too early. And if you're wondering, why isn't he coming out? That's probably one of the reasons why. Just calling him too fast. So just make sure to delay your hits, and you'll have plenty of time. Also, the last thing I want to talk about is when you go for the clothesline, make sure you don't clothesline too early. This is especially important for when doing this mid-screen, because then you'll miss. Sometimes you'll get like a cross up or a cross under clothesline and you'll get the combo anyway, but yeah, generally you want to wait a little bit. In the corner it's a lot easier because Spencer will come out closer to you and everything will happen faster, but you could still miss it if you rush it, even in the corner. Oh, see, I called Spencer too early right there. Okay, so yeah, that's the Spencer relaunch. Just wanted to cover that real quick. Okay, so now that I've covered that real quick, and you guys know what it is now, we're going to go into her bread and butter. This is the bread and butter that I like to use. It's very damage efficient and very meter efficient for what it does. Let's try showing how much meter it builds. Oops. Okay.
Level 1.
So this bread and butter is great because it's very flexible and it's very versatile, has a lot of utility. You can do this bread and butter anywhere on screen. You could do it, this combo builds a meter in itself, so just to get a super off with She-Hulk at the end, you don't need any meter whatsoever. However, if you want a DHC, you'll need at least one. So yeah. It can start from anything. It can start from a jump in. It can start from an assist hit confirm. It can start off a command grab. You can even start it off the level 3, which I'll get to later on. And most importantly, you can start from a full hit confirm magic series, both standing and crouching. So for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to show you the one that I use the most, which is off of the crouching magic series. And it goes something like this. Okay, so there, you saw that combo, and basically what it is it's a grounded magic series, air magic series, Spencer relaunch, and normally people would just like maybe like do slide launcher again like that, but I like to add in the running stance off the wall backwards into the light, which is the diving ground bounce. And what it does is, you can see that the base damage by itself is like 90,000. So in the combo itself, even though it's scaled quite heavily, it still does a lot. Yeah, it still does like 30,000, which is really helps the combo out. Just to give you a comparison, let me show you what it looks like without the off the wall. So it does like 500, 5,000 without the off the wall.
Great. Level 1.
And then with the off the wall, you get that not quite 30,000, but almost extra 30,000. And honestly, in this combo, that's very important because if you DHC all the way to this man, Taskmaster, the combo will do 900,000 damage without X Factor and all that. So that's very important because it'll kill characters like Nova off. It'll kill Virgil, Magneto, all those squishy but very snowball-y characters that can just ruin your day. So this combo I think is very important because off a crouch light like that from anywhere on screen, you know, you can get the kill, and I think that's really important with this team. This team is all about maximizing your damage whenever you can, because this team does not get hits often unless your opponent is either scared of you or less skilled than you. And more often than not in tournaments, you're going to find that against higher skilled players, you're not going to get that many hits. So, yeah, that's her bread and butter that I like. Again, one more time, just want to show it. Call Spencer. Oh, see right there again, Spencer didn't come out. Called him way too early. Gotta wait. There we go. Kraken off the wall. Put him up. Two. Taskmaster. Mash it as hard as you can. That's it. 900,000. Nice and easy. And the great thing about the up arrows is that basically no matter what size character they are, it'll always hit. So that's also very good because consistency is really important as well. And and I want to bring up one point. This combo will work on every character no matter how small they are, except for this guy. It'll work on Arthur, but it will not work on Rocket, as you'll see. It'll win. So you're gonna have to modify this combo. You won't be able to get the crumple off the wall, unfortunately. You just have to launch him. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But other than that, should work on everyone else. Yep. Okay, so yeah, that is She-Hulk's grounded bread and butter. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is She-Hulk hit confirms and bread and butter off of air throws. Off of a regular throw, she can't really get anything, so I'm not even going to touch that. So, but yeah, air throws in vanilla, you could, you know, run up and hit them again. Doesn't work too consistently in this game. It does work on a bunch of characters, like the taller and the bigger characters, but in general, it's not as reliable. So, unless you're in the corner. If you're in the corner, then it's free because they don't fly forward. You can just, you have a lot of time. That. But off the back throw in the middle of the screen, you have a couple choices that I like. The first one is same principle as vanilla, where you run cancel, but instead of run canceling to launcher, you run cancel to the slide. From there, you can continue to the usual. You will not be able to get the off-the-wall addition if you follow the same pattern that I do, because the combo scales too hard, because throws and adding the slide in to continue the combo, it does hurt the scaling a lot. You'll notice that if you compare just launch them in the corner to raw launcher, as compared to launching them slide, the timing will get a lot tighter. So keep that in mind. One hit makes a big difference, especially off of throw combos. And I really can't give too much advice on the timing. You're just gonna have to keep practicing until your inputs get clean. A little advice that I can give that will make it easier to hit will be that when you go for this, pay close attention to where She-Hulk is hitting them with her arm. You want to make sure that you hit this fairly deep into their body, like around the midsection or in their torso area. You don't want to just clip them but in the legs, like that, because you can actually hit the torpedo pretty fast at the tip, but you want to get all the way in there, because what it'll do is it'll bring her as close to the opponent as possible, making the slide and the launcher a lot easier. Because you'll see right there, I did all the inputs correctly, and that should have worked, but because I clipped them on the outside, hit it very shallow, I was too far away. But there, because I hit him pretty deep in the body, on the legs, it was successful. So yeah, again, hit them deep, and remember how much time you have. Obviously, if you grab them higher in the air, you're going to have less time, so you got to get there fast. And I believe this works on everybody, regardless of their size. So yeah, there you have it. That's that option. Okay, the next option I want to talk about is doing a double torpedo like that. And I don't really prefer this because it's a little bit trickier to land, and it does scale the combo pretty significantly. I think you could test the damage differences on your own, and the one with the slide is generally the way to go. But the advantage to it is that if you're not in the corner and you land the throw, it just gives you an option. Because off the forward throw, it's much harder, in my opinion, to land the slide. So if I throw them forward, this would probably be the one that I would do. And you'll notice right there how they popped out like that. As I said, the double torpedo scales the combo quite significantly. So if you do the relaunch with Spencer, forego the slide after the crumple and just launch them straight up and then finish it. Like that. Also, I would recommend on the way up, if at all possible. Oops. Yeah, I recommend just doing HS, if at all possible. The scaling isn't as bad yet, so you have a little bit of time to delay and allow yourself to start falling. But it'll just make the end of the combo a little bit easier, not as tight. One of the worst things that can happen is that you get the combo off, but then they pop out at the end, and you don't get to DHC and do all that good stuff. So I would recommend just doing HS on the first time up. Another option she has off of air throws, especially the forward throw, is just doing a Spencer relaunch outright. This doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and you use Spencer pretty early in the combo, which is usually not that good. You can also get, if you have like a beam or in this case arrows, you can get a relaunch that way. And then you can get Spencer afterwards. Again, make sure that you leave time. Make sure that you leave about a split second before you call Spencer. Otherwise he won't come out. You have more time than you think. Okay, so that's basically the gist of air throw combos. Again, off this, off the throw, try to hit them deep. And just keep in mind, the more hits you put in and the more OTGs or juggles you put in before the combo actually gets going, it will affect the scale. Yeah, this is really good for her though because it gives her options even off of throws. Still very dangerous. So yeah, on to the next part.